Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Astronaut, and today's video is totally devoted to the reveal of Johnny Cage. Apparently, there was some confusion last night over exactly when they were going to release this trailer. I had already heard in my live stream last night that they were going to do it at midnight, but Pacific Standard Time. So sometimes when you're dealing with the time changes and stuff like that, it doesn't always translate to Pacific time. Let's see, midnight for Pacific time would have been, I'm in Central, so that would have been 2 a.m. for me. So, but sometimes it's not a direct translation across the board. Sometimes they just kind of jumped. Anyways, long story short, I did not stay up and wait because at midnight my time, I didn't see anything and I didn't know exactly when it was going to happen. But apparently they were going by the midnight at Pacific Standard Time, which would have meant I would have gotten it at 2 a.m. anyways. Long story short, I went to bed. So I woke up and I see the trailer. So guys, here is my reaction to the Johnny Cage trailer. We all pretty much knew that Johnny Cage was going to be in the game. As I've said in past videos, for some reason, NetherRealm seems to be giving the entire Cage family preferential treatment. Johnny Cage, Sonya Blade, and Cassie Cage, they seem to be a unit that seem to be following the new rebooted series. So, of course, we knew that the three of them were probably going to reappear. As far as the trailer is concerned, I was a little disappointed. As far as his moves go, they were definitely impressive. I liked a lot of the special effects, the green aura on his kick and his uppercut and things like that. They kept most of his moveset intact, so the classic Johnny Cage moves are there, the nut punch, things like that. The projectile throws, the kick, all of that is still there. That's a good thing. On the downside, I am not a big fan of his overall look. I mean, guys, come on. Johnny Cage looks like Tim Allen from Home Improvement. I mean, in terms of the clothes that he has on, why does Johnny Cage look like he's going hunting? I do not understand. He looks like he has on gear, like he has on this outdoorsy gear. Seem like the only thing that he's missing are those trousers that you put on when you're about to walk into the water and you don't want the water to fall to get in your clothes, or you don't want to get wet, so you have those plastic trousers that you pull up to about your like right below your chest, and you have the overalls. That's the only thing he was missing, like those trunks that you put on to wade into the water. I mean, he looks like this is like wildlife wilderness Ken doll over the he's like pushing 50 at this point. They had the gray hair. I'm not trying to knock the gray hair because he had the gray hair back in Mortal Kombat X, but I honestly will say that he had more impressive skins in Mortal Kombat X that they could have pulled from in terms of just having a point of reference to go from. They could have easily used several of his skins to kind of have brought him back in for Mortal Kombat 11. But guys, I'm sorry, I'm just not a fan of the overall visual look and how he appears. I mean, he looks like he's missing a shotgun. He looks like almost like Uncle Jed, and I'm thinking, for me as of right now, the most impressive reveal that we've had so far has been Jade, and I think Jade was a very good representation of what we typically, or what I expect from this bar that's set with Mortal Kombat 11. You get a costume that is very much along the lines of the lore of Mortal Kombat 11. Jade also is a ninja. She's a female ninja. She's an assassin. So we got the Revenant. We also got the costume that was really well thought out. Something that we had never seen before. Jade's look this time around in Mortal Kombat 11 was completely just redone from the ground up, but they still kept her classic hair, her classic color, all of that. Now fast forward to Johnny Cage. This outfit isn't anything new. This is like like I said, a wilderness, kind of, let's go fishing, let's go hunting, let's go get the shotgun, let's go do this. So, I kind of feel like they kind of is a little subpar when it comes to visually. I mean, given everything that they've pulled out the stops on in terms of visually for Mortal Kombat 11, they couldn't have come up. They couldn't have kind of dug a little deeper into, the whole, Johnny Cage's closet over the years. I mean, he's had more creative costumes that they could have pulled from. And maybe they were trying to keep it with the theme of Sonya, because even with Sonya, I've noticed that they kind of kept her in like a military uniform. But even with Sonya has like a military uniform that still kind of has some sort of designation to it, has some sort of distinctive look to it. I mean, I kind of prefer Sonya's look because at least it looked like there a little more creativity was placed into that. But Johnny Cage, anyways, the high point of the entire trailer was definitely the ending when he I'm sure you guys have already seen it at this point, but when he actually goes into his fatality, they play the fatality like it's like a scene that they're trying to shoot, and they keep trying to get it get it right over and over and over again, and Johnny Cage is sitting there like complaining about Cabal, saying like, where did you get this guy, where did you get this guy, what's going on, da, 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 da. Why do we have to keep shooting this scene? And then they you keep seeing the clapper where they're trying to like action clap, and all that stuff. So that was the highlight of the entire clip, I think. That, and then him playing with his action figure at the very end of the game. So, but overall, I mean, I really wasn't all that impressed with his look. But like I said, for classic Johnny Cage fans, we clearly see that his overall moveset is back, his kick is back, his projectiles are back. They've given him his his uppercut move as well. The green aura is back, of course. The nut punch. There is a really interesting move where it seems like he calls in a stunt double. It looks like a stunt double. I want to say it's a stunt double, kind of going off of what they did in Mortal Kombat X, where he had a stunt double variation. But it looks like a stunt double kind of comes in for a moment, who's kind of dressed in the Mortal Kombat 2 version of Johnny Cage, who comes in and holds down Baraka while Johnny Cage comes in and pummels him down and stuff like that. So that move kind of seemed really cool. I saw another YouTuber who actually thought that this move was the figure that came in, or the guy that came in was actually Johnny Cage from another timeline, or from a younger, or from a past timeline, or something like that. I don't know about that, although the timeline theory is floating around, of course, because of the whole Corona Cut thing. But to me, since it's Johnny Cage, it kind of makes sense that it would probably be like a stunt double who would come in and do like an assist with him and hold him down while Johnny Cage comes in and like attacks his opponent and stuff like that. So that's kind of what makes sense to me. So so we kind of get a glimpse of some new moves and some new special attacks that he has and everything. So in terms of playing wise, in terms of his moveset and things like that, and the appearance of his actual attacks, it looks really, really spectacular. He comes in kicking and has all the green aura going on. That part looks good. But the part with just his overall look, I mean, I'm not feeling the whole Tim Allen home improvement, vest, let's go hunting, let's go fishing. I'm not feeling any of that. They could have done something a little better. I hope that they do something better for the Kombat Kast coming up this afternoon, which I will report from later on as well. So guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Leave like, comment, and subscribe down below, and I will see you in the next video. Astronaut out.